Today at the Glamorous Studio, we decided to do a basic cat eye, but just take it to the next level and step it up a bit. Hi, I'm Pallavi Simmons, your makeup expert at glamorous.com. Well, I'm going to take the basic cat eye one step further and do something slightly edgy, something that most people don't attempt. And another thing is I'm going to have fun with it with a little bit of color. Instead of doing the classic black, I'm going to use a nice bright cobalt blue. And let's see how that works on Diksha. Well, I've already prepped Diksha's skin with a really light foundation and also done her cheeks and lips, and because when you're doing something like this, which is an edgy cat eye look and the focus is on the eyes, everything else needs to be more soft. So I'm going to get started. To begin with, I'm going to mix the pigment that I'm going to use. I'm not using a liner, and I'm going to show you how to mix a pigment. I'm using an Inglot body pigment in a nice blue, and I'm going to use Duraline, which is a medium. So this can be used to water down any kind of powdery pigment or eyeshadow to create a slightly more stronger or intense color application. You just need to take a tiny amount of that and mix it with the pigment or eyeshadow. You can use either, and create a liner-like consistency. You simply mix. When you're quite satisfied with what you have, you can use a liner brush and get started. I'm going to just set it aside. I'm going to use a very nude pencil, so you can use a lip pencil or maybe an eyebrow pencil. So you want to just draw the basic line and go over it with the line so you don't get it too wrong. So you can make the corrections while you're on this step itself. So using a very light pencil, one that you can see of course, just make your basic shape of an eyeliner, the one that you desire. Now this would be any regular liner. Just pick it up, wing it a bit, and now when you're doing the liner inside on the crease, you need to open your eye because you can't tell the curve of your eye otherwise. So because I'm doing it on another person, I'm going to have her close her eye. But if you did it, you would need to follow this line just like that and inside for this look. Now work into the crease but not under. Just give yourself a guideline and take it as far as you wish. Just to make sure that you have some kind of a shape there. Now sharpen your pencil and do the other side, so then you know that you have both the sides pat. So I'm just doing the same thing on this side. So I've drawn myself a little guideline, and you can be as dramatic as you want. Take a fair amount on your brush because you want a little play time, and take a fine point brush like that. So now I'm beginning to take it up. Work slowly and very patiently. So what you're basically doing is making a nice V here, so you can thicken the band as you please. Since she has fairly wide eyes, I'm just going a little thicker here. Well, I'm just going to continue on the other side. I've kept the eyes clean, but that doesn't mean I haven't put any product there. I've cleaned up, I've color corrected, used concealer, powder, and set it. And then it forms a perfect canvas for something like this. Yeah, I think I've got it. I'm just cleaning up a little bit around the eyes. I'm using True Match concealer from L'Oreal. It's kind of pale, so what I want to do is just paint around the liner a bit. Take a tiny amount on a paddle brush. It shouldn't really go on as color. I'm going as close as possible to the liner and cleaning it up. I'm going to curl her lashes for more effect. Make sure that the edges are really curly. Make sure the eye area is really clean. And now use a generous amount of mascara. Well, I'm going to use a mascara by Bourjois. It's called Max Definition. Now what I'm doing here with the mascara is I'm going to try and pick the lashes up, particularly in the direction of the wing.
Not in our end to the dub reggae that warmed the place. The bass line was so deep.
You could feel the vibrations in Jamaica.
I'm going to just offset this look with a really nice, simple looking bronze, just so that her hands are not bare. I'm using a Faces nail polish in pink bronze. It's quite a sheer color, so you might have to go over with a couple of coats. With that, there's Diksha looking seriously sexy. I hope you like this one.